we are tracking today this morning is, as always, coming in from Karnataka, where the power seat tussle is now intensifying. It is all said to be a huddle-packed Saturday morning for Congress, as both the top contenders for the Chief Minister's post, when we look at DK Shivkumar and Siddaramaiah, in a short while from now, will be breaking bread today as far as this crucial breakfast meeting that is now slated to happen between 9:30 a.m. So in half an hour from now, my colleague Pratibha is also connected with a lot of activity there behind her, as we are expecting when it comes to the hectic parlays that has been taking place right from Bengaluru to the national capital. Pratibha, very good morning to you. Over to you for the live updates that we are tracking from Bengaluru this morning.
Good morning and namaskara to you, Amita, and all our viewers joining us. We're out outside the Chief Minister's official residence. This is the Krishna residence right behind me. And in just a few moments from now, we're expecting DK Shivkumar, the Karnataka Deputy Chief Minister, to arrive here. It's a very, very significant day because the two leaders who have been openly taking potshots at each other on social media out there for the entire world to see are finally going to see eye to eye, are going to hold this meeting. The bigger question is, what is this meeting all about? Now, we're told from sources that it was the High Command that told the two leaders, meet up instead of taking social media digs, sit with each other, sort it out. But the differences that we're talking about are not the kind that can be sorted out over breakfast. It will need the intervention of the High Command. So the Congress party is looking at putting up a very united front to say that the two leaders are together. They're having breakfast together. Pictures also expected to come out from that meeting. DK Shivkumar expected to arrive shortly here. He stays in Sadashiv Nagar, which is about 10 minutes from here. So he's expected to start in just a few moments from now, after which he will be here at the Chief Minister's residence to get all the updates on what's happening, the word from the High Command. Because remember, even if the breakfast meeting is taking place here, the final decision, as the two leaders themselves have mentioned, will be taken in the national capital, will be taken in Delhi, will be taken by the High Command. Joining us from outside DK Shivkumar's residence is Neha Hebbale, tracking DK Shivkumar's movements. We also have my colleague Mohit Bhatt joining us on the broadcast, getting us the update from the BJP camp. Remember, the BJP has been saying that we will also move a no-confidence motion against the government. Shivam is also joining us on the broadcast. Remember, the final decision, like we said, is going to be taken in Delhi as the High Command will decide what next. Will DK Shivkumar actually become the Chief Minister, or will the status quo continue? Let's go across first to my colleague Neha Hebbale. Neha, all the action is really going to begin from Sadashiv Nagar, from DK Shivkumar's residence. Has he made an appearance before the media? When is he expected to leave from his residence?
Well, Pratibha, of course, outside the palatial bungalow of DK Shivkumar over here in Sadashiv Nagar is where all of the activity is going to be. The Deputy Chief Minister, of course, so far hasn't come out yet, but what we pick up is that, it is, of course, going to be about 9:30, 9:45 is when he's likely to be starting from his residence. Remember, of course, this particular house of the Deputy Chief Minister has been witness to a lot of ups and downs for him politically as well. We're seeing that even as he's all set to be heading for that breakfast meeting today with the Chief Minister that he's been invited for, one thing that the Chief Minister said, which was quite clear, was that both of them got a call from the High Command and were asked to meet and talk things out amongst themselves. Now, Pratibha, for anyone, of course, who's been reporting from the state of Karnataka, one would tell you that the politics in the state isn't as simple as two of the senior-most leaders of the ruling party just meeting and speaking over their differences. It's been 2.5 years now since Chief Minister Siddaramaiah took charge and has been governing the state. And ever since, of course, that journey began, we've been seeing the manner in which, of course, there have been several obstacles for him along the way, many from within the party's quarters itself. And now, even as you have this crucial breakfast meeting, of course, that's going to be taking place, a big question that still remains is there going to be some sort of resolution that's being found now to this crisis that the Congress is dealing with in the state after this breakfast meeting? Of course, that's still going to be a big question mark. We'll really have to wait and see what comes out of the meeting.
Okay, all right. So what comes out of the meeting will be interesting to see. Sources saying very clearly that the High Command had dialed both the leaders, Siddaramaiah as well as DK Shivkumar, We are told the High Command told very clearly, stop the social media fight and be together, talk to each other, meet for breakfast. After which Siddaramaiah said to have spoken to DK Shivkumar, they decided on the breakfast meet, and it's 9 o'clock. In about half an hour's time, that meeting is going to begin. The bigger question being, what is going to be happening in that meeting? How was this meeting decided amid the followers of each of the leaders taking digs at each other, the leaders themselves taking pot shots at each other? In fact, the Chief Minister also spoke about this meeting and the High Command's conversation with him and DK Shivkumar. Here's what he said.
ಹೈಕಮಾಂಡ್ ಅವರು ಅವ್ರಿಗೂ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ನನಗೂ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ನೀವಿಬ್ರು ಭೇಟಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಅವನಿಗೆ ನಾನು ಬ್ರೇಕ್ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕರೆದಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಬ್ರೇಕ್ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಯಾಕೆಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಹೈಕಮಾಂಡ್ನವರು ನನ್ನ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಹೈಕಮಾಂಡ್ ಅವರು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅದ್ರ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ನಾನು ಕೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಈಗಲೂ ಅದನ್ನೇ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ನಾಳೆನೂ ಅದನ್ನೇ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ.
So, all right, the political scenario has been abuzz with what could happen next. The BJP has been talking about bringing in a no-trust motion. Now, the BJP taking a dig in this show of unity that is being put up by the Congress party, because the BJP believes that governance is definitely not on the menu. There may be a lot more happening. What's going to happen next? Let's go across to my colleague Amita getting us that update. So, Amita, a lot of buzz about what could happen in the meeting. What is the BJP saying about this?
Well, the BJP, Pratibha, on its own has been taking pot shots as far as the developments that has been taking place in Karnataka. So let's put out what C.R. Kesavan is of the opinion. He says that the breakfast drama is nothing but bunkum. The meeting to dupe people and the selfish Chief Minister musical chair slugfest exposes the dysfunctional leadership of the Congress under Rahul Gandhi. The Karnataka Congress government has become an unstable, untenable, lame duck government, and the people of Karnataka realize that the Congress's only pure political power matters and not public welfare. He further goes on to say that with Rahul Gandhi as the absentee landlord, the Karnataka government administration has now come to a complete standstill. Debt is spiraling, and due to dismal governance, people are severely suffering. The people of Karnataka will teach the unscrupulous Congress a fitting lesson in the days to come. So this is how the Congress party has now been blaming, the BJP rather has now been blaming, Pratibha, the Congress party of putting power above people, and this is the neglect over which that they have been saying that this musical chairs of power is now being played out in the open. But let's get you another round of breaking update now. What we are tracking as far as the leaders also coming in from the JDS, Nikhil Kumaraswamy is now taking pot shots. The breakfast united, Congress divided. Well, this is where the pot shots are now coming in from the opposition, both from the BJP side and from the JDS's side, where he is now been taking pot shots at the current Congress Sarkar. Let's put out what Nikhil Kumaraswamy is of the view of this breakfast meeting that is going to happen in a short while now, where he says that breakfast united, INC Karnataka divided. In this regime, idlis get served, Karnataka doesn't. Governance not even listed in today's menu. So taking a dig as far as when it comes to this breakfast meeting is now concerned, will it able to get a thaw as far as in the relations between the frosty relations between Siddaramaiah and also his deputy? Well, Mohit, the BJP is now taking as far as full opportunity. We have seen multiple statements that have come in from their side as well, you know, offering 100% support for DKS, then talking about bringing about a no confidence motion, now talking about of a president's rule, because they believe that the state of Karnataka currently is unstable.
Well, Amita, BJP has been saying this for a long time, and now with all the recent developments that had happened in Karnataka, BJP, JDS, they have up the ante against the Congress government. Now, the BJP says that the governance has completely gone for the toss. It's the personal ambitions of the Congress party and their leaders that are completely sidelining the development issues in Karnataka or the governance in Karnataka. Now, the BJP also says that the Congress is a divided house. And in fact, the BJP is also questioning the role of Rahul Gandhi. We have seen BJP leaders coming out saying that why exactly Rahul Gandhi was not able to sort of the differences, why exactly Rahul Gandhi is missing in action. And in the end, BJP says after all this drama, BJP calls it a drama, the breakfast drama, what we see is that Congress is divided, and the Congress leaders and the Karnataka government does not care for people in Karnataka. They only care about power. This is what the BJP says. Now, they have also taken dig at the Karnataka government, and it was obviously a sarcasm when they say that they will bring out no confidence motion. But after this particular meeting, we'll get to see that what exactly would be the next move of the JDS and the BJP, because as of now, they have been maintaining that this is completely political drama. The personal ambitions are completely sidelining the governance model in Karnataka, and the BJP has been saying this, Amita, for a long time, that the Congress, when they came to power in Karnataka, they come on the premise of giving guarantees, of providing people with guarantees, but all of that has been forgotten, and it's only about power sharing in Karnataka. It's only about being in power in Karnataka for their personal gain. This is what the Congress party thinks about. This is what the BJP says. Now, after that 9:30 meeting of between Siddaramaiah and DK Shivkumar, again what we will see is that there will be a photo op. They might give out a message that yes, we are together, but what the people have been saying, and what I feel, Abita, that ship has already sailed. Now, this could be an optics for the camera. This could be a narrative that could be built in. But the differences that have come out in last few days between Siddaramaiah and DK Shivkumar, it's very difficult that they will be sorted over this particular breakfast meeting. So we have to wait and watch what exactly will come out of the meeting, and what exactly the high command, the so-called high command of the Congress party will do in Delhi, because we have seen even the Congress president Mallikarjun Kharge going to Karnataka and said that high command will take the decision, high command will intervene. Who exactly is the high command? So that means that high command would be Rahul Gandhi. Where is Rahul Gandhi? He's not doing anything, and that is where the BJP says that the governance has gone for toss. Congress is divided. Only thing they care about is power. And now what we're seeing in Karnataka is the Congress model that has been replicated.
For the Congress party, for the two leaders in Karnataka, has it reached a point of no return? That's the question. Has it reached a point of no return already? They can put up a show of unity. The two leaders can have breakfast together. In fact, we are told that there is a possibility that they may even address the media. But will that actually mean the end of the tussle for power? Is that going to end it or not? That's the bigger question. And this is going to be a bigger test, not for the leaders in Karnataka, but actually for the high command in the national capital. We have some more political reactions coming in, giving a sense of what the situation is like in Karnataka currently. Listen in.
Delhi, I may go. I have a lot of work in Delhi. Because Parliament is coming. I have to meet all the Parliament members. So we'll go to Delhi whenever they call me and the party leaders, including my Chief Minister, we'll go there. Definitely I'll go to Delhi because Delhi is our temple. Delhi is our temple. We have to go there. All of us are without Delhi, nothing can go. Congress party is a party with a big history, and always Delhi will guide us. We may rule here. Ultimately, we have a policy contained to the whatever the policies of the Congress party and the constitution. We have to work by that. So we'll go to Delhi whenever they call me and the party leaders, including my Chief Minister. We'll go there.
So DK Shivkumar was expected to go to the national capital. That plan has been rescheduled for now. DK Shivkumar says that I will go to Delhi whenever required. So Neha, clearly there has been a big change. Tell us the inside story of how this breakfast meeting was planned by the Congress High Command and what could really come out of it, because until last evening, DK Shivkumar was expected to go to the national capital to get an audience with the High Command.
Well, that's right, Pratibha. Of course, as of yesterday, DK Shivkumar over here as well from Sadashiv Nagar had said that, he's likely to be going to Delhi, that he would go to Delhi when he's called. In fact, sources from his camp also had confirmed that yesterday at about 7 p.m. he was supposed to be flying down to Delhi. However, we saw a last-minute change of plans here with the Chief Minister coming forward and announcing that both him as well as his deputy, in fact, got a call from the High Command that they've been asked to meet amongst themselves first, try and, speak things out before they actually fly down to Delhi. So, of course, crucial discussions that are going to be held today in the breakfast meeting that's going to be now taking place between the Chief Minister and and his deputy as well. Possibly, of course, the High Command too upset given the manner in which the infighting was out in the open, whether it was on social media platforms, whether it was while addressing the media. We saw that it was quite evident their optics, of course, is something that's, remained important in the state of Karnataka. And even today, of course, whether this breakfast meeting is just mere optics, given that, there has been large-scale reportage about how the Chief Minister and the Deputy Chief Minister haven't been seeing eye to eye, haven't been making contact, haven't, of course, really been speaking with each other. Is this breakfast meeting, again, just optics right now, or is there something that's actually going to be discussed? Likely that, of course, both the leaders would even maybe speak to the media after is what's being said right now. But it is, of course, indeed a matter of time, and we'll really have to wait and see as to what happens, of course, while all arrangements at the Chief Minister's residence also underway, where we have our colleague Pratibha from. But as of now, at the Deputy Chief Minister's house, of course, it seems like arrangements here underway as well. He's going to be heading out very soon, is what we're picking up at this point.
Okay, because the road to the Chief Ministerial chair is going to come from the national capital, from the High Command. So there will be a visit to the national capital. That's what we are told. But as of now, the political leaders, the Congress leaders in Karnataka are treading with caution. While there may be some digs taken on social media, the political leaders in their reactions have been treading with a lot of caution. Listen into what D.K. Shivkumar's brother, D.K. Suresh, said when he was asked about what next in Karnataka.
No, I don't comment on any of political issues. Whatever the issues are there, Government of Karnataka, Chief Minister will answer, and we will, whatever promises we have given to the state of Karnataka, we will honor it. BJP is in opposition. He has always tell other things, gossips. We don't want to comment on that. BJP wanted in news. That's why they are doing all these things.
So everything is perfect and fine?
Everything is fine.
All right, we have more breaking updates now coming in. Just as we mentioned, after this meeting, the Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shivkumar is expected to go to the national capital. So here the Congress party may be putting up a united front because, remember, the High Command has said that it is looking very divided in Karnataka. Show a sense of unity in the state. So after this breakfast meeting, the Deputy Chief Minister is expected to go to the national capital. My colleague Imran getting us this update. So Imran, now a show of unity in Karnataka to show all is well. But clearly under the surface, there is that anger simmering, there is that desperation simmering. The power tussle continues, and D.K. Shivkumar is expected to go to the national capital.
Well, absolutely. It all depends on the outcome of the meeting as to what the meeting will proceed and whether it is amicable or not, whether the Chief Minister agrees for some kind of settlement between them to hand over the power. If not, what we're getting to know from sources that D.K. Shivkumar is likely to travel to Delhi, and you see that he will continue active lobbying. As of right now, what we're getting to know, both K.C. Venugopal and AICC State in charge Surjewala, both are not in Delhi, but he's likely to travel to Delhi, while officially he's going to say that it's a Mechidatu project for which he's going.
It's a Mechidatu project for which he is going, but we know that unofficially he's going to try to meet the senior leaders in the High Command and try to persuade them to force on Siddaramaiah to accept to hand over the power. As of right now, CM looks very confident. In fact, we spoke to the CM sources there, where they, in the cabinet, they said that CM is not anyway any perturbed about the breakfast meeting. Since the High Command asked him to meet, he's meeting, but he's very firm on his stand that that whatever High Command decides, he will obey for it. So the ball the CM is giving on High Command, where the High Command is looking at all the other options right now. Tomorrow is a crucial meet, so likely that once this meeting is whatever outcomes of it fails, it comes to any kind of solution for that, then both will be called to Delhi, and most probably on 1st of the December, the meeting will happen where High Command will step in to resolve the crisis right now. Now, there are a lot of challenges in front of High Command. It's not an easy job, since it's not just a question of CM and Deputy Chief Minister or Siddaramaiah and D.K. Shivkumar. They have to look at all the other considerations before making any such decision.
Okay, all right. So what will be the decision? That suspense still continues. We have more breaking updates now coming in because any word from DK Shivkumar being seen as a message to the High Command, and he has now taken to social media again in what seems to be a hint for the top brass. Amita is joining us with that update. So Amita, the message from DK Shivkumar on social media, what does it say?
Well, this time around, it seems that he's actually being careful before posting anything on social media. Remember that word power is world power, and then he had to give out an explanation for that very same post. But today, he's expecting and he's paying his tributes there. He's extending his tributes, rather, paying tributes to Bharat Ratna J.R.D. Tata on his death anniversary, widely regarded as the father of Indian aviation and one of country's greatest industrialist. He stood apart not just for his achievement but for his quiet integrity, deep sense of fairness, belief and ethical leadership, and let us carry forward his conviction in doing so, the good work that is the greatest legacy of all. So this is where, Pratibha, as far as when it comes to very calculated moves that DK Shivkumar seems to be now undertaking at this point, because it's getting very interesting at heart. As DK Shivkumar maintains that his stand on party High Command and says that Delhi is our temple and I will visit Delhi whenever called. It seems that he will soon be visiting after this breakfast meeting. But this is now coming across as far as tributes only that he seems to be extending to late G.R.D. Tata.
Okay, all right. It started by saying keep your word, and that was seen as a clear message to the High Command. But there was a rebuttal that came from Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, after which the High Command intervened. So, Imran, DK Shivkumar, whenever he speaks to the media, talks about the High Command, even says that the High Command is our temple. Every MLA needs to visit there to know what is next for them, what does the future hold for them. But at the same time, on social media, he seems to also be giving out a message to the High Command. And this has not been taken too lightly. We are told that KC Venugopal has dialed Chief Minister Siddaramaiah and DK Shivkumar, telling both the leaders to dial it down a notch and say, put up a united front. Take us through what really happened in that conversation with the High Command.
Well, yes, in fact, the one tweet of DK Shivkumar costed him very dearly. One was that about the word power, which is questioned the High Commands to also keep up the word what given to him about its transfer of power. Now, this tweet, after that, DK Shivkumar had to do damage control mode. In fact, he went to the Mumbai, and where he said that it was put up by social media team, and it was not by him. And in fact, what he meant by word power is that about whether in journalism or politics or in legally, words have to be carefully used because it could be interpreted in many ways. That was his explanation and defense, and somehow tried to douse the fire which was caused because of his tweet. Now, KC Venugopal had called up both of them and in fact said that to dial down the whole temperature what is happening, heating up in Karnataka. It's not just affecting the party, it's affecting the administration. To have a amicable breakfast, meet both of them to find a amicable solution. Otherwise, then the High Command will have to intervene at the last moment. So we have to see what will a breakfast meeting likely to come out. Looks like the both sides not going to budge over the issue of Chief Minister, where Siddaramaiah is going to stick to his gun, saying that the High Command should take a final decision. DK Shivkumar would like to say that he wants to be the Chief Minister, and there is no compromise of 6 months or 1 year delay or whatever they're going to expect on that. So we have to wait and see. Both leaders are very strong leaders. One is Siddaramaiah is a mass leader, and DK Shivkumar is a strong leader who has also equally done for the party as far as strategizing, or is considered as the go-to man of Man Friday of the Congress party, whether in terms of Gujarat MLAs when coming to Karnataka, or about horse trading allegations when they happened in Maharashtra.
Imran,
all is
interrupting you there for the live update coming in. We're told the Karnataka Chief Minister's legal advisor has just reached his residence. So the Karnataka Chief Minister's legal advisor has reached his place. Imran, what does this indicate? What was largely expected to be a meeting only between the two leaders, Chief Minister Siddaramaiah and the Deputy Chief Minister DK Shivkumar. But now his legal advisor has also come in. Is this an indication that there could be other leaders who could be part of the meeting? What's happening?
Well, usually this is an important meeting, and all the leaders and cabinet colleagues have been anxiously waiting for past 8 months now as to what will be the outcome of whether the Chief Minister will remain or not. As of right now, the breakfast meeting will be only between two people, and the rest, of course, Chief Minister meeting is there, so we're likely to come and meet him. But we have to wait and see what will be the outcome of it. Leaders usually come on these important days to get to be part of the moment. But what is the breakfast meeting? What we got to know is only between two leaders, between Chief Minister and Deputy Chief Minister. And after that, the meeting, what we're getting to know, the Chief Minister also will be visiting a hospital as part of his regular checkup, and DK Shiv, and they're also likely to address a press conference. After the meeting, it is yet to depend on how the outcome of the meeting will be, or what the tempo will be of the meeting. And after that, we are likely to address a joint press conference, or it might happen, it might not happen. But that's one of the cards, to have a press conference after the meeting, and then Chief Minister will be going to the hospital as part of his regular checkup. And DK Shiv, what we're getting to know is that outcome of the meeting, he'll also be going to Delhi, traveling to Delhi to meet senior leaders in the Delhi.
Okay, all right. Imran, do stay with us. Let's also take in a word from Shivam, joining us from Delhi. We're looking at all angles here on Times Now, what's happening in Bengaluru, whether the action is shifting to Delhi or not. And Shivam, what are you picking up from the national capital? Are there any meetings taking place within the High Command, within the top leaders of the Congress party as well? Because for the Congress party, there would also be a sense of deja vu, looking at the kind of rebellion that's breaking out in Karnataka.
Exactly, Pratibha, and as you rightly mentioned, there are certain differences that could not be solved over a cup of tea during the breakfast. So now the High Command has also their eyes on what will come out of the meeting. Remember, now both of the leaders have not shied away from naming that the High Command called them and have asked them to have a meeting and to have a clear stance. So this clearly shows that now the Congress High Command, which was silence on a lot of part, we have also seen earlier there were a lot of leaders that have come in from Karnataka, tried to meet Mallikarjun Kharge, but then he went to Karnataka, was trying to almost avoid the situation and putting it on other high command. Now the meeting which was supposed to happen between Mallikarjun Kharge, Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi and these two leaders, for now there is a breakfast meeting that will be happening where you are currently present, and after that meeting what will come out of the meeting, what will be the optics and what will be the stand is something that the Congress High Command is looking for to go forward. As you rightly mentioned now from sources, as DK Shiv is expected to visit to national capital, it becomes increasingly important on what will happen after the meeting. And then
shortly from now, in just about few moments from now, he's expected to leave from his residence. He will arrive at the Chief Minister's residence where we're reporting from right outside. There's a lot of political buzz on what could happen next, what happens in this meeting. We're going to get you the inside scoop of the meeting that is taking place, what the High Command is going to do as well. My colleagues Imran, Neha and Shivam and Mohit also continue to stay live with her. Joining you live from right outside the Chief Minister's residence. Is the entire tussle going to be resolved today? What's going to happen? In just moments from now, DK Shiv, the top contender for the CM post, is going to come in here at the Chief Minister's residence. The Congress party is putting up a show of unity. DK Shiv will meet Siddaramaiah. But what next? That's the question. As the two leaders meet at the Chief Minister's residence for this meeting, what could happen next? The breakfast meeting is scheduled for 9:30. DK Shiv has not arrived yet. Neha Hebale is joining us from outside DK Shiv residence. Imran joining us from outside the Chief Minister's residence. And we also have our reporters joining us from Delhi to get a pulse of what's happening in the national capital. All the action currently in Bengaluru though. So Neha, has DK Shiv left from his residence? We're also told that there were meetings that were scheduled at the DK camp as well. What next for DK Shiv? When is he expected to come into the Chief Minister's residence?
Well, Pratibha, so far, it of course appears that while you have DK Shiv staff here, of course, that's ready right now to drive him to the Chief Minister's residence. It appears that, the Congress strongman still hasn't stepped down yet from upstairs. Now, of course, remember that, it is going to be a day of hectic activity over here politically in the state of Karnataka, given that, of course, you're going to be having the Deputy Chief Minister and Chief Minister holding this crucial breakfast meeting. Well, what makes this meeting so crucial, Pratibha, is the fact that we've been seeing how over the past couple of weeks now, the Chief Minister and his deputy, of course, haven't exactly been making a lot of very friendly public appearances, if we could call it that. Even yesterday, as they shared that stage together amidst all of the tussle, of course, it doesn't really take one to read body language. While we're not experts for sure, it was quite evident that, there wasn't a very comfortable atmosphere between them. And now, even as you had both of the leaders who were supposed to be flying down to Delhi, having cancelled that and having decided to hold a breakfast meeting here, Chief Minister, in his, of course, address there to the media, was very, very clear that both of them got a call from the High Command. They were asked to meet and they were asked to hold discussions, and that's precisely what they're doing. What we're being told right now from our sources within the camp of the Deputy Chief Minister is that he's likely to be finishing this breakfast meeting, followed by which, of course, he would then eventually be flying down to Delhi as well, wherein possibly he would, of course, hold talks with the High Command. Remember, even as of yesterday, while we asked the Deputy Chief Minister about his plans to go to Delhi, he said he would go if he's called, and that more importantly, of course, that he would be going for the Megiddo issue. Now, of course, one thing that we've also picked up from our sources in Delhi that, of course, our reporters there would throw more light on is the fact that this meeting that's being planned is going to, of course, encompass the High Command, the Deputy Chief Minister and the Chief Minister as well. What comes out of today's meeting and what happens in Delhi, all eyes on that.
Okay, what will come out of this meeting? Will the Congress party continue to put up a united front? Will there be a press briefing? And will this mean an end to this entire tussle, or is this just a show that is being put up, after which the leaders will also go to the national capital? So, Imran, a lot is expected from this meeting, because amid this all-out war within the Congress party, there is at least a show of unity being put up. The two leaders are going to be meeting, but it looks like DK Shivkumar has made the Chief Minister waiting. He has kept the Chief Minister waiting. It's 9:30. The meeting was scheduled to start at 9:30. He is not even left from his residence.
Well, absolutely. In fact, it was 9:30. The breakfast meeting was there, but he hasn't left his residence yet. And what he getting to know around 9:45, he'll be here. And DK is also showing his strength at making the Chief Minister wait, even though the scheduled meeting was 9:30. That's how we can understand that he is making the Chief Minister wait for the breakfast here. In fact, both when the K.C. Venugopal had called both the leaders, asked them to not to stoop down to the Twitter war. It is damaging the party, both the state and also the national, and affecting the administration, both of them, to resolve this issue amicably. But the breakfast meeting was supposed to start at 9:30. It hasn't started yet, and what we see here is the meeting which is happening right now. DK Shivkumar delaying it, most likely by 9:45 he'll be coming here, is what we're getting to know.
Okay, all right. So in just a short while from now, DK Shivkumar expected to come in here. But for the High Command as well, it's going to be a big test. What are going to be the pros and cons? Will there be any backlash from the communities if either Siddaramaiah is retained or if he is replaced with DK Shivkumar? We're going to be talking about the possible scenarios that could play out after this meeting as well. But first up, breaking updates coming in of the BJP that is now taking a dig at this meeting as the Congress party looks to put up a united front. The BJP is asking what's being served on the menu. Take a look.
After complete breakdown, it is now breakfast meeting for optics. They may meet over breakfast, but one is saying I want chair and the other is saying have only chai. Meanwhile, governance and good governance people, they are not on the menu card of this meeting. And thanks to Rahul Gandhi's leadership, breakup is the model, not breakfast model, breakup model. Punjab, Haryana, Himachal, Karnataka, Assam, every state Congress has been in breakup mode. This breakfast is just optical illusion for the breakup that has taken place.
All right, we have more breaking updates now coming in. At a time when the High Command has told the Congress party to put up a united front, Siddaramaiah and DK Shivkumar are meeting for breakfast in Mysuru. The CM chair battle is heating up because the Ahinda leaders are holding a roundtable meeting backing Siddaramaiah for a full term, while Vokkaliga groups are also rallying for DK Shivkumar, and both the camps signaling their strength to the Congress party and also their support. So either decision taken taken by the Congress party could backfire. Imran, what does this indicate? On one hand, you have the two leaders who are meeting up, putting up a show of unity, saying all is well. On the other hand, though, these hectic parleys and these larger messaging continues. Both leaders from the Ahinda community that backs Siddaramaiah as well as the Vokkaliga community backing DK Shivkumar are making their point clear. So either way, it's going to be a tough decision for the High Command.
Well, absolutely. In fact, the messaging continues. In fact, the community leaders are also jumping into this issue. And in fact, both community leaders, Ahinda leaders, are planning to hold a massive rally today in Mysuru in support of Siddaramaiah. In fact, some of them even saying that they will march to Delhi over the Chief Minister issue. Vokkaliga community also gearing up behind DK Shivkumar. The community comes strong, saying that DK Shivkumar should be given the Chief Minister, and the Chief Minister should hold up his end of the bargain over in this entire issue, and he should step down, as you know, he had promised DK Shivkumar about 2.5 years. So not just the ministers and the leaders and the MLAs, but even community leaders are having a high-stake battle in this CM issue, and both the community, whether Kurubas and the Ahinda leaders and Vokkaligas, are gearing up for the CM issue. They're having several protests lined up, and in fact, Kuruba community has also sent a letter to the High Command that if there is any change of Chief Minister happens, then they will likely also be like unforeseeable, circumstances will develop in Karnataka, is what they have threatened with.
Okay, all right. So the community leaders are making it clear, and remember, this was also one of the factors that the High Command is going to look at, the impact that it could have in the upcoming elections in Kerala as well as Tamil Nadu and Puducherry as well. Any decision that is taken here in Karnataka could have a ripple effect in the other states as well. So, Neha, for the High Command as well, you know, the messaging not just coming in from the leaders, and here the leaders are making it clear. The High Command said put up a united front. They are meeting for breakfast, but the messaging from their support groups still continues. So that pressure on the High Command and the test for the High Command still continues.
Well, absolutely, Pratibha. Of course, you know, the High Command right now of the Congress party is not going to have it easy. There's going to be a lot of weighing of pros and cons that they would need to do before they could actually arrive at a final decision. Now, why, of course, you know, has Karnataka been such an important state for the Congress party? Because after nearly about a decade or so, we're now seeing one single party having come to the state in power in whole majority, and the Congress party, of course, you know, enjoys that right now in the state of Karnataka, wherein they're seated comfortably in a place of power. However, with that being said, given the feud right now that's going on between the topmost leadership of the state, you know, this is of course not something that they would at any point in time want to risk, whether this is in terms of losing the support of some of the MLAs of the party who may be unhappy with the CM change, whether at all, you know, of course, this would be in terms of possibly losing out on a voter base now, given that they're also gunning for a second term next. You know, the next election is what all of their leaders have been saying. A lot of key decisions that the party, of course, you know, would have to take. Even if we're talking about a possible change of guard here right now, you know, for the sake of an argument or a debate, be it that, you know, whether at all, of course, DK Shivkumar being made the Chief Minister in the state is something that all of the leaders, or at least the majority of the leaders in the party, you know, would be agreeable with, would be something that, you know, they would be okay with. Well, that's also a big discussion that now comes up, and the reason that, you know, we say this is because we've already seen chance for many other leaders right now to be made the Chief Minister. In Tumkur, of course, you know, we saw supporters of the Home Minister, Dr. G. Parameshwara, there coming out and saying that he should be made the Chief Minister. We saw the Home Minister himself on a lighter note, you know, saying that he's always been in the Chief Minister's race. And then, of course, you know, we can't entirely rule out the fact that there have been many leaders, you know, from, of course, the SC/ST communities as well, who've come forward and asked for a leader from their community to be made the Chief Minister.
Neha, as far as the communities are concerned, are they going to be voting en masse? That has been one of the points that the Congress party has looked at. DK Shivkumar has the support of the Vokkaligas. They account for about 11% in Karnataka. But that vote bank is also split between the JDS, the Congress and the BJP. That is the reason why DK Shivkumar also very clearly said that message, that community may be supporting me, but my community is all of the Congress party. Siddaramaiah has the backing of the Kurva community, again about 10% in Karnataka, but he also has cultivated an Ahinda vote bank, which is minorities, the backward classes. How are these two communities going to be a factor for the High Command to decide? Let's go across to Amita to break it down for us.
Well, that's as far as the reasoning that has now been given, as far as the power tussle and the muscle flexing that has now been done on both of the camps over there. Let's take a look exactly how both of the leaders position themselves within Karnataka Congress. As far as the Ahinda community versus the Vokaligas, which DK Shivkumar now represents in this government, saying, as far as the change of statements that have come in, saying that we will not sit quietly if Siddaramaiah is removed, versus when it comes to now the times have changed, saying that if DKS is cheated, then they will teach a good lesson to the Congress party, versus when it comes to other statements that have come in, saying that they will not accept the bid to bring down our leader, versus when it comes to the time today where the statements changed to that we voted for one of ours to lead us. So this is where, when it comes to the communities that they also represent, Pratibha, is coming out a bit a major factor to play. We've seen the kind of puja part, aarti and breaking of coconuts that has now been done for DK Shivkumar, but Siddaramaiah being a mass leader, he is holding his appeal card saying that he will continue for the remainder of the 2.5-year term as well.
Okay, all right. In fact, we have more breaking updates now coming in, talking about the community backlash that could happen no matter what decision the High Command actually takes, whether it is to retain Siddaramaiah or whether it is to change the Chief Minister. Either case, there could be some backlash. We have more breaking updates now coming in of the support growing for the Karnataka Chief Minister. Now, many from the Kurva community have also given a message very clearly saying we have supported Siddaramaiah as the Chief Minister. We voted for the Congress party, hoping Siddaramaiah will continue for the entire 5-year term. So this message very clearly seems to be that if there is a change, then it will be seen as a betrayal for the community. So, Neha, now the Kurva community also coming out to say Siddaramaiah should continue the entire 5-year term.
Well, absolutely. Of course, now we're seeing that, no community here really backing down at this point in time, because even as we're at the residence right now of the Deputy Chief Minister, senior Vokaliga leader of the state, there's always supporters of his community that are often swarming around this area. We've seen now the Kurba community also not backing down. They've reportedly written to the High Command, or in fact, sent a message to the High Command that they do not want a change of guard and that this is not something that would go down well for the Congress party. Remember, of course, while crisis management has, been, of course, it's not new to the Congress party, particularly in the state of Karnataka. What makes this so difficult is the fact that the party managed to come to power in the state after a long time, and being the single, largest party, of course, that managed to come to power. Now, there's going to be a lot more to this than just the caste equation or of course, the caste card that each of the leaders here is trying to pull out. As far as Mr. DK Shivkumar is concerned, we've seen Vokaliga seers, we've seen senior leaders, we've seen MLAs from his community backing him, and as far as the Chief Minister also is concerned, he's got a loyal base of MLAs and of senior leaders, former MPs as well, who are backing him too. We'll really have to wait and see as far as, of course, today's meeting is concerned, if at all they're able to arrive at any sort of, a friendly agreement, if we could call it that, or if they're going to be able to arrive at any sort of decision to be able to even communicate to the High Command that this is what we've discussed and this is the sort of understanding that we've come to.
Okay. So, in fact, we have more breaking updates now coming in, and very clearly DK Shivkumar is keeping the Chief Minister waiting. The breakfast meeting was scheduled for 9:30 a.m. at the time when the Congress party is trying to put up a united front, the two leaders meeting together. The Deputy Chief Minister is making the Chief Minister wait for this breakfast meeting, and there have been parallel meetings that have taken place at the Chief Minister's residence, also at the residence of DK Shivkumar. Some of his loyalists, we are told, were at his residence late last evening for a meeting. So ahead of the meeting today, the breakfast meeting, the loyalists of DK Shivkumar met him perhaps to extend their support and also to discuss the strategy on what next. So Neha, what was the meeting all about? What are the details you're picking up of the DK loyalists who were at his residence yesterday?
Well, Pratibha, of course, at this point in time, what we're told, and what's quite evident over here in Karnataka is that those MLAs, those leaders, those ministers who are backing their respective, leaders, whether it's Siddaramaiah or DK Shivkumar now, have been holding meetings after meetings with them, rallying their support, quite clearly, of course, communicating to them that, we would back you if at all it boils down to that, and if at all we're asked about it. Remember also why this is so important now is what we're picking up is that, if at all there is going to be a likely change of guard, then, DK Shivkumar too, of course, would possibly like to keep his loyalists in the cabinet. Is that also, of course, a discussion now that comes up in course of time, would be quite crucial to see, because if the High Command so decides that there is going to be a change of guard in the state, then that would also mean a full and a thorough cabinet reshuffle. So at this point in time, of course, MLAs who've gone to Delhi, while the Deputy Chief Minister said had gone with their own intention of seeking a cabinet berth, was quite evident that, no leader in the Congress party right now leaving any stone unturned to show their loyalty, whether it's to the Chief Minister or to his deputy, Mr. DK Shivkumar. So at this point, of course, even as we're outside his residence, and my video journalist Dilip, of course, continues to bring you those live visuals of his car, so far there hasn't, of course, been any sign of the Deputy Chief Minister stepping down yet from his, residence, coming out for that matter. It's nearing 10 o'clock now, another 10 minutes or so, but we'll really have to wait and see what comes out of this crucial meeting, Pratibha, and what sort of, messaging goes to the Congress High Command from this meeting.
Okay, all right. So Neha, do stay with us. Neha is reporting from right outside DK Shivkumar's residence. He has not yet left from his residence yet. The meeting was scheduled for 9:30 a.m. We're reporting from right outside the Chief Minister's residence. You can see the media personnel waiting here. There is a lot of activity. Security presence here has been heightened as well. But no sign of any of the other leaders who have come in. DK Shivkumar, of course, is yet to come in as well. So he has not yet started from his residence. Outside the Chief Minister's residence, it's business as usual for now. There is security personnel who have already arrived here. Media persons have arrived here. But the man of the moment, DK Shivkumar, who has kept even the High Command guessing on what could happen next, he has not arrived here yet. Imran is also with us, again from outside the Chief Minister's residence. And Imran, the man of the moment is DK Shivkumar. He is nowhere to be seen, not yet started from his residence. Met his supporters late last night, but yet to arrive at the Chief Minister's residence. What's happening again? Is it posturing? Is he expected to come in anytime now? What are you picking up?
Well, so his men are telling that DK Shivkumar will leave anytime in another 5-10 minutes. It is, of course, is a posturing. It's also a show of power that, he will not, just because High Command has told him he will not be there, he is going to take his own time and show the Chief Minister's power now. He's also, like now, his CM who's likely to in waiting, and so he's also will be, definitely will show off, and that meeting is happening because of the High Command which intervened, unless he wanted Rahul Gandhi to intervene and assure him, give him that promise what he's been claiming, that 2.5 years government is what he had said, the government 2.5 years over, now the power should be handed over to him. So we have to expecting another 10 minutes or so DK Shivkumar to be here. That's what his people are telling us, and very shortly we can expect him at the CM's residence. Some CM's camp, however, we are asked to get what is the deal on the table right now. They said let DK Shivkumar come, we'll start the discussion, then we'll get to know. Both leaders are likely to hold a press conference after the meeting. You have to wait and see what they address in that. But
doesn't look like he's going to be speaking to the media before he leaves, because more often than not.
Update coming in. So Imran, both the leaders are also likely to address the media. That's the breaking update now coming in as you've been speaking to us. Neha is also joining us. Neha, both leaders expected to address a press briefing.
Well, that's right, Pratibha. Of course, understandably, given that this is the height of political activity in the state of Karnataka, we, of course, as the media too here, quite curious really to know what the state of affairs is going to be in the state. Of course, Pratibha, the Deputy Chief Minister just stepping out right now on his way to the Chief Minister's residence. We'll, of course, try and get in a very quick reaction from him if we can. And sir, we'll try our best here. Sir. Now the deputy.
Okay, sir. ಬನ್ನಿ ಸರ್. ಜಾಗ ಬಿಡ್ರಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ.
The Deputy Chief Minister there, having left his residence now, heading to the Chief Minister's house in about 10 minutes, given, of course, his high security and given the road traffic being clear. Then about 10 minutes now, less than 10 minutes, he would be reaching the Chief Minister's residence. While, of course, we've tried, you saw the manner in which we've put in efforts there to try and get him to react. But, absolutely no reaction whatsoever coming in there from the Deputy Chief Minister, remaining tight-lipped at this point in time. He's, of course, generally known to be one who meets a lot of people at his residence here in Sadashiv Nagar before he starts his, day. Goes about to, of course, even speak to the media, as we're often here in the mornings outside his residence. But today, as he's, of course, gotten into his car there and he's left for the Chief Minister's residence, absolutely no word coming in from him.
Okay, all right. So DK Shivkumar has just left from his residence. His residence is in Sadashiv Nagar, and he is expected to reach here in just about 10 minutes from now. So DK Shivkumar expected to arrive any moment now. Hardly 10 minutes for him to reach here. We're right outside the Chief Minister's residence, and DK Shivkumar expected to come in. In fact, we can show you some of the action that's taking place here, clearing this entire road here. Media personnel waiting very eagerly. The bigger question being, will DK Shivkumar actually speak before he goes in for this breakfast meeting? Outside his residence, he didn't really speak much, and he is expected to arrive here. Here as well, media personnel waiting. Will he speak to the media personnel or go directly for this breakfast meeting with the Chief Minister? And what will happen in this breakfast meeting? Will the two leaders also be addressing the media after the meeting if everything goes well? We get you all the latest updates from the spot very quick. Breaking updates now coming in. DK Shivkumar has just arrived at the Chief Minister's residence after meeting his close aides. DK Shivkumar arriving at the Chief Minister's residence here. He didn't speak to the media and just entered. He will be meeting Chief Minister Siddaramaiah shortly. So the breakfast meeting, the Congress Party show of unity amid the power tussle in Karnataka. DK Shivkumar just arrived at the Chief Minister's residence, and the breakfast meeting is expected to start shortly. Now, DK Shivkumar has just arrived. Imran is joining us from right outside. Imran, DK Shivkumar arriving at the Chief Minister's residence, but he didn't address the media, directly went inside.
Well, as DK Shivkumar just now arrived. He was supposed to arrive here at 9:30, but he has arrived at half an hour late. That's also was seen as a show of power by DK Shivkumar. That despite the breakfast meeting was fixed at 9:30, he's come here at 10. He just came in. He didn't address the media. He said that at his residence that he will likely to address after the breakfast. So we can expect a joint press conference from the Chief Minister or only the DK Shivkumar. The itinerary so far shows that after the meeting, the DK Shivkumar will head to Delhi like possibility, and then the Chief Minister going to visiting hospital as a scheduled checkup. Now all eyes will be on this crucial meeting here happening behind us at the CM residence, where the breakfast meeting is going to start anytime moment now between DK Shivkumar and Siddaramaiah, the Chief Minister. So the drama which is going on for almost 8 months as to hand over the Chief Minister issue, and for the past 2 weeks we're seeing that big developments which are happening in the state, where DK Shivkumar supporters going to Delhi and others, and the cryptic messages, tweets, all that will finally come to know after High Command intervened. Whether the meeting will resolve the crisis or it will further escalate, and High Command, both of them will be called to Delhi. We have to wait in for that, whether both of them will come up for an amicable solution to work out on that. So we have to see what happens here behind what right now the Chief Minister's residence where the meeting is going on.
Okay, all right. So what's going to happen in this breakfast meeting? All eyes are going to be on that meeting. The High Command will also be watching very closely. In fact, this meeting was mandated by the High Command. The High Command had told the two leaders to put up a united front but sort out the differences. But the bigger question being, can the differences be actually sorted out at this breakfast? Because the issues are much bigger. It is about the power tussle. Siddaramaiah not ready to give up power. DK Shivkumar making it clear that he wants to be the Chief Minister. There is that question on the 2.5-year understanding between the leaders and the High Command. What's going to happen in this meeting? All eyes are going to be on that. Neha is also live with us. Neha, all eyes are going to be on this breakfast meeting. DK Shivkumar has just arrived. Shortly, we'll also get visuals of the Chief Minister's meeting with the Deputy Chief Minister. But are we looking at issues that are far bigger than something that can be solved at the breakfast table?
Well, Pratibha, that's a question that possibly only the Chief Minister and his deputy could really answer. Remember, it's now reached a point where from both of the leaders having to go to Delhi for this crisis to be resolved, have now received a call from the High Command wherein they've been asked to sit down and talk these differences out. Remember, both the Chief Minister as well as the Deputy Chief Minister were quite prominent and quite crucial in bringing the Congress party back to power in the state of Karnataka with a thumping majority, given, of course, that both of them had worked together. Was there some sort of an arrangement that was agreed upon wherein after 2.5 years there would be a change of guard? All of these discussions, of course, are likely to be coming up in that breakfast meeting. But the biggest question that, of course, we'd be looking out for also the answers for would be whether at all there's going to be some sort of an agreement that the two leaders come on here. Is there going to be a resolution that's found to this crisis? Because now, even as you have, of course, the High Command of the Congress party waiting for this breakfast meeting to get over, of course, we'll really have to wait and see what kind of political messaging per se goes out from this meeting to the High Command.
Okay, all right. So after this meeting, they could also hold a press briefing, and that's going to be very interesting. But of course, we also need to speak about the past precedents we've seen with the Congress party, like we've been saying for the High Command. The meeting may be taking place here. The bigger test is for the High Command in the national capital in Delhi, where the final decision will be taken. We've seen previously as well when a united front had been put up, including Kamal Nath as well as Scindia as well, and you know what happened after that. We have visuals coming in now. We're getting visuals of Chief Minister Siddaramaiah meeting DK Shivkumar. So this is after a lot of social media buzz over what could happen next, and the digs that have been taking place as well. DK Shivkumar going on to say that keep your word. That seemed to be a message for the High Command, after which Siddaramaiah also had a direct response to DK Shivkumar when he said that the word is about serving the people. Now we have the first visuals. Time's now getting you the first visuals of the meeting. The meeting that is being looked at with a lot of hope by the High Command that the issue would be resolved. First visuals of the meeting between DK Shivkumar as well as Siddaramaiah. The two leaders have met. They will be having breakfast together. It's great for optics, yes. They're putting up a united front, and look at the pictures. DK Shivkumar, all smiles. Siddaramaiah as well, greeting him very warmly. So the two leaders can be seen, all smiles, almost showing that there is no anger simmering, or there is no power tussle that is simmering behind this camaraderie, behind this picture with all smiles. Look at the body language as well. Siddaramaiah seen all smiles as he's looking at DK Shivkumar, and DK Shivkumar as well, very comfortable with the Chief Minister, all smiles. The breakfast meeting is all set to begin. It's a blockbuster breakfast meeting. The bigger question being what will actually come out of it. The first pictures of the two leaders accessed exclusively on Times Now. My colleagues Neha and Imran are joining us. Neha is live and so is Imran. Imran, look at the pictures that have come in from inside. The two leaders have just met after days of acrimony, open digs and attacks on each other. And you have the two leaders who are meeting, putting up a united front, saying all is well.
Just the calm before the storm, before the meeting is going to start now in short while from now. And inside visuals you're getting of the Chief Minister and also Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shivkumar and of the legal advisor Ponnana, who's there as part of the meeting to sort out any kind of differences or be part of the legal advisor to the Chief Minister as to what the discussion will be. Now breakfast is going to start with the whole meeting is going to start. We have to wait and see what will that. This meeting was happened because of K.C. Venugopal. In fact, K.C. Venugopal had called both the senior leaders saying that the Twitter war which is happening does not bode well, and both of them to come together to solve for an amicable solution over this particular issue and before coming to Delhi. And otherwise, if they can sit on talk it out, it's good and well. Otherwise, the issue will be handled by the High Command. Tomorrow at 5 p.m. there is a crucial parliamentary meeting happening of the Congress Party where many discussions will be there. And Karnataka will be also part of it. And our High Command's eyes will be not just Karnataka but also High Command's eyes will be on this crucial meeting now. All the people in Karnataka's buzz is about this meeting here. Behind the screen is what we're looking at, this Chief Minister's residence here, this lovely building. What you see here is Krishna is called, and this is where the meeting is happening, where the breakfast will be served to the D.K. Shivkumar. How sweet and how sour will be, we have to get to know. Both the leaders' camps are saying that after the breakfast there likely to be a joint press conference. However, it depends upon the outcome of the meeting. It looks like if there's an amicable solution, there will be a press conference, or else we have to see that if the sparks are flying, both leaders not going to probably address the meeting. But after this meeting, D.K. Shivkumar likely to go to Delhi. In fact, his close aide said that it depends on the outcome of the meeting. So everybody saying the outcome of the meeting is what going to decide the future course of action. In fact, High Command will also be eagerly waiting to hear from it. We've seen that hectic political activity in the past 1 week now. DK's loyalists gathering up, at a hotel, private resort, trying to, garner up more support for him. In fact, DK Suresh, his brother, is already in Delhi speaking to the member of parliament. You can see another leader coming here. This is what we're getting to probably be. So our leader has passed. We just get to know who that leader is who just went inside. But leaders also giving up now, running up to getting to peek into the what happening in the CM's camp here and at the Chief Minister's residence here in Krishna. Now, what I was earlier referring to, that tomorrow is a meeting happening, crucial, important. So they probably like to hear this thing. Major on that. Let's see a lot of vehicles movement here. VIPs coming here right now. So where the Chief Minister's residence has now become the big hub now after you've seen that breakfast meeting intervened by the High Command. So where is the breakfast meeting happening? We'll get to know what is going on in the meeting. Pinpoint point, we will be updating our viewers about what is going to happen, and especially the whole
prerogative. And the High Command, Rahul ji, Sonia ji, and Priyanka ji, plus our AICC president. And the AICC president happens to be from Karnataka. So there should not be any problem as such, what I see.
So your calmness and your coolness, is there any problem to you, sir, because you stand for on the party?
No, I have always been a congressman. There is no question about that. And we all work for the party and ideologies of the party. Nothing, there is no compromise in that. So we are committed ideologically and committed for the Congress and leadership. So there is nothing wrong in it.
You think there's so many
Thank you.
from you, sir? Sir, today the breakfast, how you?
Okay, all right. So that was the reaction, live reaction coming in from the Karnataka Home Minister G. Parmeshwara. We're also putting out pictures of D.K. Shivkumar meeting Chief Minister Siddaramaiah. He arrived just a little while ago at the residence. What will happen in this meeting? Also in the meeting is A.S. Ponnana, the legal advisor to the Chief Minister. And Neha, do we know whether there will be other leaders in the meeting as well. Will, a report from this meeting be sent to the High Command? What can we expect from this breakfast meeting?
Well, Pratibha, the optics, of course, that have come out of this meeting, you see the pictures here that have been put out now by the Chief Minister's office. They both seem to be all smiles, of course, raising questions here about have they agreed upon some sort of an arrangement over here now, and whether at all the Chief Minister, of course, would now be willing to part with that chair. That's one question that arises. And like you rightly, of course, asked earlier as well about the presence of other leaders. Remember, we see the Chief Minister's legal advisor, A.S. Ponnanna, there, who's also present. Whether he would be a part of this breakfast meeting, are there going to be any legalities that are going to be discussed over here is also something that comes up. Because, we must remind our viewers, back in 2023, when there were discussions that were being held about who would govern the state of Karnataka, one of the reasons that the Deputy Chief Minister, in fact, was denied the chair of the Chief Minister was given the amount of cases that were against him back then, and whether at all that legal tangle would become a problem for the Congress party later, and which is why, this was, of course, reportedly agreed upon that there would be discussions held on this later. Now, of course, we're seeing A.S. Ponnanna also there with the Chief Minister and the Deputy Chief Minister. Makes one wonder what kind of discussions are going to be held, and most importantly, whether both the leaders would see eye to eye, and whether there would be some sort of political messaging now that goes out to the High Command from this meeting that yes, both the leaders have agreed upon some sort of an arrangement, or whether it's just going to be a continue of the
for just a moment. Visuals have also come in, not just pictures, but visuals that speak volumes about how the meeting could go on. We're getting visuals from right inside the Chief Minister's residence. He very warmly greeted DK Shivkumar, both all smiles. But also remember, these are two leaders who have a lot of experience. So they have experience on their side, seasoned politicians. So it's not like there's going to be any acrimony when they meet each other. They're all smiles as they greet each other, putting up a very warm front. They're going to have this meeting. We are awaiting the details of this meeting as well. And Imran, as we were saying, these are two very, very seasoned politicians with decades of experience on their side. And in these visuals as well, coming from the Chief Minister's residence, it doesn't look like there is any acrimony. And that really betrays what has been going on social media, where very clearly the two leaders have given out their message to the High Command. So it's no longer whispers within the Congress party. It had come out in the open. Will this meeting actually end some acrimony? What could happen?
Well, yes, I mean, the politicians are good for putting up faces there. They have several faces. One is the face what you're seeing right now of both having a born army, but they're here exactly for the opposite reason, that they are fighting over the Chief Minister's issue, and that exactly they have come to resolve. The Chief Minister has conveyed to High Command that he will stick to whatever High Command said. This is what he said last night. When he came out and when Venugopal called him, both of them to resolve the crisis between themselves before coming to Delhi, and to come up with an amicable solution and talk it out before coming to Delhi is what we heard, what they have said. So both of them are coming. Chief DK Shivkumar wants the Chief Minister to resign and to hand over the power to him is what we're getting to know, that he is going to stick to his demand, and Chief Minister is saying let the High Command decide whatever it says. So what will be the outcome of this meeting is very important. The legal advisor Ponnanna also there. Now the breakfast visuals are coming. Now the whole deal will start. The talk will start, and now we'll see fireworks going up, and after that they're likely to address a press conference. So to wait and see what they say in their press conference, and what's they'll of course in a press conference too, they will not likely to tell what exactly happened behind the closed doors. We have to wait for that, but this message will be what we're setting is just nothing but posturing. But after the press conference too, what they will likely to say is that they will they are in good terms. They will not say exactly what happened in the meeting. They're likely be expecting that, considering the situation, that is matter will precipitate and it will go to the High Command.
Yes, and the pictures, the two leaders can be seen all smiles, but that doesn't take away from the fact that over the last many days there has been a lot of rebellion, where the leaders have also made it very clear what they want and the pressure that is building on the high command. But it is clearly intended for these optics. Amita is also joining us on the broadcast. And Amita, as far as the optics go, this is exactly what the Congress party wanted, which is why the high command told the two leaders very specifically, put up a united front, because there is a lot of speculation in the media on what could happen next.
Well, speaking of what's on the breakfast menu, let's exactly talk about what's there as far as the leaders that they have been talking about. And look at the timing there especially, because both of the leaders seem aware that the media currently is talking about them and all eyes are on them. So immediately, within minutes, when DK Shivkumar enters the CM residence, we are looking at pictures immediately being clicked and visuals that have been sent out. So immediate portrayal of everything is all well and doing fine within the party, within the two leaders. This seems to be the message for now that is now coming across. So literally on the breakfast table that we're looking at of two of the leaders, they're posing. It seems that idli has been served this morning for breakfast with sambar and chutney, as you can see on their plates. And pictures that initially came in, now visuals have started to come in. Siddaramaiah there greeting his deputy, DK Shivkumar. There is his legal advisor also there, present there, Mr. Ponnanna there. And immediately that we are looking at, images that have been shared. They are very well aware that the media is outside, that their party high command may be also watching them over breakfast to see what's happening between the two leaders. But more importantly would be the outcome of this breakfast meeting. As we said, both of them senior leaders, seasoned leaders, they know exactly where the camera is now looking and what message that they have to give out. But what's happening in the backdoor meeting, that would be important to know, as it is now being expected that both of the leaders will come out, maybe share a reaction, maybe hold hands or not, but mainly when it comes out to the meeting, that the party high command takes that final decision. That is now something that all eyes are now going to be out for. So, Pratibha, the breakfast over idli sambar that we are looking at as far as this meeting that is now being taking place, more importantly would be the outcome when the breakfast meeting ends and the two leaders come out.
Absolutely. We can see some upma and karabat on the plates. But, if the menu is simple, the problem at hand is not simple at all. And the two leaders, seasoned politicians, putting up a very united front, all smiles with each other. But it belies what is actually happening within the Congress party, which is a bitter fight for power in Karnataka. And that is the real story. The Congress party wanted to put up a united front merely for these optics, that all is well in Karnataka. But that doesn't mean that DK Shivkumar will not be heading to the national capital. That doesn't mean that DK Shivkumar will not make a bid for the Chief Minister's chair. So, that power tussle still continues. The two leaders, of course, are meeting. And from the pictures, it looks like it's just the two of them. What comes out of this meeting will be interesting to see. Will a report be sent to the High Command? Will they be addressing the media? Will the two leaders again be putting up a very united front, addressing the media, saying all is well? While at the same time, we do also know that there are protests breaking out. Even as this meeting is taking place at the Chief Minister's residence, there are supporters from both sides. Those who are backing DK Shivkumar, as well as those who are backing Siddaramaiah as well, who are protesting and saying that they should be the Chief Minister. So, Imran, the visuals and the pictures put up a very united front, and it looks like it's only these two leaders who are part of that meeting. But more importantly, it belies the fact that the tussle still continues in Karnataka, that within the Congress party, even as this breakfast meeting is taking place inside the Chief Minister's residence, the supporters are out on the streets protesting and saying that they want their leader to be the Chief Minister.
Well, absolutely. In fact, in Mysuru, the protests after protests have been called. Vakaliga community has called for a protest for support of DK Shivkumar. Similarly, Ahinda, which is an acronym for backward classes, minorities and Dalits, are gathering up for a protest in Mysuru, saying that Siddaramaiah should continue. Otherwise, they're planning to march to Delhi, demanding that he shouldn't be removed. So there is not just the Chief Minister and their MLAs, but also communities also gearing up the momentum and rallying behind this respective leaders, saying that whether one should remain and one should, continue as a chief minister there. So protests after protests happening, despite, in between. Also, we're seeing visuals of prayers for DK Shivkumar happening in Kodagu, where temples, we've seen for the past 1 week, where supporters are coming up. We just have a little movement here on on the live. We just get to who is coming here. But now, see the protests happening across, in Mysuru and other places. The Kuruba leaders too, to which the Chief Minister belongs to, has said that Chief Minister Siddaramaiah should not be removed. Otherwise, they will have unfortunate circumstances there which they cannot predict. So threatening that there will be violent protests if Siddaramaiah is removed is what Kuruba leaders have said, and they have sent a letter even to the High Command over this issue. I don't know.
Okay, all right.
All right. As far as this meeting that is currently now taking place, we'll see and how this meeting is now being also viewed by the party high command, because not on one but on several occasions that we have seen, when it comes to the presence of the top party leaders, including with that of Rahul Gandhi, that he has brought two of the leaders together holding hands in unison. But Pratibha, as far as this meeting that is now been ordered on part of the party high command itself, we have already the presence of both of the camps and the leadership already having their positions, in a way cemented in Delhi. So they are watching this breakfast meeting unfold in Bengaluru, but they are eagerly awaiting for all of the results that they're expecting of this breakfast meeting to be out in the national capital.
Absolutely. And, what comes out of this meeting, that will be interesting. But there is a possibility that nothing really comes out of this meeting at all, that the two leaders meet, put up a united front, smile for the cameras. There is a possibility there could be even a press briefing. In that as well, the two leaders may again say that all is well. But is that going to stop the fact that, the High Command still has to decide on what happens next? And that is where the suspense bit of it comes in. Neha is also live with us. And Neha, from DK Shivkumar's side and from those who are backing him as well, there is a very, very clear indication that there was a rule of 2.5 years or a promise that was made to DK Shivkumar, even if verbally, that in 2.5 years he will become the chief minister. He has been hinting at that. His supporters have been hinting at that. Any word that you're picking up, from what could happen with the High Command, or whether that is the biggest card that DK Shivkumar has currently, that the High Command had apparently told him that after 2.5 years he will be the chief minister?
Well, Pratibha, of course, while it's very easy to speculate, it's not us who's really speculating over here, but what MLAs have been saying time and again that we're merely reporting about. If we are to talk about this, we've seen how several MLAs from the DK Shivkumar camp, in fact, have suggested that there was some kind of an arrangement, that there was some kind of an agreement, that after 2.5 years of the Congress government's rule in Karnataka, that there would be a change of guard and DK Shivkumar would likely be given that opportunity to govern the state. Now, why 2.5 years? Of course, because back then in 2023, when the Congress government came to power, legally, the road, in fact, did not allow for it to be paved for the Deputy Chief Minister now, DK Shivkumar, to be made the Chief Minister back then, and which is why, in fact, legally as well, there were suggestions that had reportedly come in from his team that over the span of the next 2.5 years, he works on getting all of the cases, against him, of course, cleared, followed by which he would then be allowed to be made the Chief Minister. All of these are claims that have come in from leaders from his camp. What happens in the breakfast meeting, would they even arrive at all at any sort of an understanding or not, would be very crucial, and we're going to keep our eyes focused on that.
Okay. All right. So, the High Command is also going to look at each scenario. If Siddaramaiah actually continues as the Chief Minister, that's scenario one. What could be the backlash? The second scenario being, if DK Shivkumar becomes the Chief Minister, what could be the backlash? And would that mean that the entire government in Karnataka could be under threat? And the third scenario, of course, another third scenario that could come in of any other leader who could come in. That is very unlikely. We are told that the High Command is largely looking at either Siddaramaiah continuing or DK Shivkumar becoming the Chief Minister, weighing the pros and cons of each decision. A lot more expected. The meeting could also end any time now. We get you the latest updates. We're joining you from right outside the Chief Minister's residence where the meeting is taking place. Quick break now. We'll be right back.